place you might live. In case you don't understand, it's called New Jack City. In case you still don't understand, I brought along the perfect troop to kick the ballistics. Come on. Full of mud, we'll steal up on that world. Full of mud, we'll rob that old mud. Oh, don't let money, don't let money change you. Almighty dollar, oh, it says that people don't let money, don't let money change you. Almighty dollar, 'cause it keep on changing, changing, changing up your mind. It keep on changing, changing, changing up your mind. Come on, don't let money change it. Permanent things, so I heard you say. Don't let money change it. Permanent things, so I heard you say. Money, 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 money. Come on. Come on. Permanent things, so I heard you say. Don't let money change it. Permanent things, so I heard you say. Don't let money change it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Another brother wants to win the Hustler of the Year award. How many business and BMs can one man afford? It ain't just him, it's also you and that guy. Who will be satisfied to all of us is getting high. One hit for her, she's pulling down your drawers. One hit for him, his welfare check is yours. It ain't nothing but a small thing in a big city. See, you're living for the money, for the money, for the money, for the money.
Hey boy, would you meet me on the roof tonight? I got a surprise for you.
Something's got me so excited, baby. A feeling I've been holding back so long. You got me shook up, shook down, shook out on your loving, and boy, I can't wait to get started loving you.
All night long, I really know you love to come to the roof to show you proof. It's you that I love, I love.
And now that I can feel you coming closer to me, I'm not running. Oh, may I say, I can't wait to get it on.
I'm gonna give it to you.
I can't wait to love you, baby.
I'm gonna give it to you. I've been waiting for you so long. Come to me. I'm gonna give it to you. Meet me on the rooftop in the night. I'm gonna give it to you. Come and get my love tonight.
Oh, something's got me so delighted, baby. I see your face in everything I do. You got me shook up, shook down, shook out on your loving, and boy, there is just no way I'll ever get over you.
Ready? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name is Diane Daniels, and I'd like to welcome everyone today. Thank you for coming out. I am a member of the Pittsburgh Mon Valley Black Women's Roundtable. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'd like to thank the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation in the Black Women's Roundtable for this wonderful event. So without any ado, I will have Melanie Campbell come up to introduce and let us know what's going on. Melanie.
Hey, how y'all doing? I know my sister will be here soon, our sister Judith, Reverend Dr. Judith Moore, but I just want to, first of all, it's just good to see everybody. I know a lot been going on, and Sister Diane, thank you for looking out. You know, we've been going through a lot lately, and but wanted to just give you a little background. We've been doing this Power of the Ballot, Get Out the Vote comedy tour and organizing weekends in 5 states, and we started 30 days ago in Cleveland, Ohio. I went to Cleveland and Toledo and Columbus. Then we went down south, went to Orlando, and then moved to Atlanta. Then we went to Kalamazoo, Michigan, and then the suburbs of Detroit, and ended up in Detroit. And then now Philly, now Pittsburgh. And this is the closing of our comedy tour portion. But we're going to then go back south to Florida and Daytona and areas like that got hit by the hurricane, and then end up in Georgia. And so people said, well, why y'all doing that? And first and foremost, how many people in some way are helping to get out the vote in your community? Clap, clap for yourself. Yes. So this night is for you. And what this is about is we want to do something for the folks who do the work when the cameras are on, and most of the time when the cameras are off, to encourage our communities, because part of what's been going on these last few years, those of you all who are active in community, active in support, we've also been having a lot of fights in the last few years, and a lot of stress after COVID, even though it's not all gone, but we can sit here tonight and be a lot more comfortable than we would have been 6 months ago. And so we said, let's talking to some of our leaders who said, we're just stressed out. And it's hard, this is a hard election. There's so much hatred out here. We want to do something that they say, we're gonna take a pause and laugh. Because nothing like laughter to bring some joy. And so one of our sisters who works with us, who's in the entertainment business as a comedian, Michelle, the Indie Mama Comedy, works with us, and we got this just thinking about what could we do different? And this idea of this comedy tour came about. And trust me, you're gonna leave here feeling just that much more joy, we hope. That's our hope. And so I'll come back and I'll say a few more words a little later. And the other part of this is also to just lift up what's important to us. And I know we have leaders from the community who are here. And so this power, say power of the ballot. And say power of the ballot. And say, I got power. You got power. We have power. Power of the ballot. Thank you. Peace and power.
All right, thank you, Melanie. And yes, we do have leaders here today, and we're going to start off with one of our Democratic committee ladies, Miss Morgan. Will you come on up and talk about the significance of voting and what you do in the community and how you bring people together? We're excited about the November 8th election, and we just can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Hi, good evening. My name is Siobhan Morgan, and I am a Democrat representative. I'm the ward chair of the Homeward Brushton area. So when I think about election, I get excited. Okay, thank you. When I think about the election, I get excited, you know, where we could get out and tell our registered voters it's time to go to the polls. You know, I always tell them, don't go by yourself, take somebody with you. You know, tell Lotta, Dottie, and everybody. You know, because this election is real important. We have a chance to flip over Congress, you know, where people will be in there that will pay more attention to the values that we have, you know. So it's real important that we get people to the polls. And I know I don't have to go over what you see in you know, the different ways that you can vote up until Election Day. But there is early voting downtown at the county office building, 8:30 to 4:30. If you know someone who maybe will be out of town, don't want to do the mail-in ballot, want to do the traditional, you know, paper and pen, they are down there and available. I thank you for your service, you know, for what you do and getting out. Okay? Thank you, just short and sweet. And forgive me, with everything going on today, I'm a little shaken, you know. It's been an awful day, but we know that the sun still shines, right? The S-O-N. So we have to give it to the Lord. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Morgan. One of the most important things to me right now about this election is to get young people out there to vote. Now, I remember when I was young, my grandmother used to teach us, and my mother would have us coming. But we have a young lady also in our community named Miriam Formerly. She is doing some great work, trying to get people registered, bringing out the young people. Miriam.
Thank you, Ms. Diane. Good evening, everybody. And thank you, Ms. Shawan, for bringing that into the space today. It is a heavy day. But one thing that I know that we can do is, while we may not be able to do anything directly about this violence, we can make sure that our voices are heard on this election and every election, so that we can hold our leaders accountable to putting things and interventions in place for our kids and our youth that are getting trapped up in this cycle. As Ms. Diane said, I am Marin Formley. I'm the executive chair and founder of VEAM, the Voter Empowerment, Education, and Enrichment Movement. We were founded September 30th, 2017 at Baptist Temple Church, which is where I met Ms. Shawan, yep. I always shout them out, so right up here on Ray Street. And our whole mission, we're nonpartisan, so you're not gonna hear me talk about who to vote for. I'll let Ms. Shawan do all that. But we are here to increase voter turnout in Allegheny County. In a typical election that's not a midterm, that's not a general, we hover in our communities around 10%, 11%, 12, 15% of registered voters. These are people who are registered to vote, but they don't come out for regular elections. They show up at the presidential, we need to show up at every one. So that's why VEAM was founded, to really kind of deal with what are the reasons that people are not voting. And we feel like it's an education problem. Not how many degrees you have or anything like that, but understanding that you have the ability to choose. Our political leaders work for us. We're the bosses, right? And we need to understand what the job description is so that we can hire the right person for the job. And so every single election, VEAM has voter education sessions to make sure that we understand who's on our ballot, what are the offices on our ballot, and why we vote in the first place. So I would like to invite you all to our next meeting. We always actually come back after the election, because we believe that that's important to understand how the election went and evaluate it, and also to make sure, as we're looking to see who won, how many people, what was turnout like, what was missing, what was your experience at the polls. And so I invite you all to join us on Saturday, the Saturday after the election, that's not coming to my head right now, the 12th, the 10th, something like that. will be at the Carnegie Library on the Hill District, or also on Zoom. And then that Monday, we'll be here at the Homewood Brushton YMCA at 6:30. So we invite you to join us. 12th, thank you. The 12th and the 14th. Yes, so the 12th at Carnegie Library on the Hill, and the 14th will be at the Homewood Brushton YMCA. So I just want to encourage everybody. I know you're already voters because you're here in this room for getting out the vote, but everybody tell somebody, we all need to vote. Thank you. Thanks, Ms. Diane.
I believe the children are our future, and Marilyn is bringing the young people in. She's going into the housing developments, and I just think that's wonderful. That's where our women are. That's where our women are, in the housing developments. Now, our next speaker, our last speaker, is Lucille Prater Holiday. Lucille has been out there trying to get people to vote, working out here stomping for years. So, Lucille, come and tell why you are involved.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I hate to say it, but I had to give up my canvassing career because some white guy let his dog out on me and bit me in my leg. That's a true story. You know, so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. But you know what? When I look around this room and see people like Betty Pickett and my man from over here from Clairton, I feel like a novice here, you know, when it comes to politics, because they've been out here fighting the fight for a long time. Well, he's probably not much older than me, but he probably started when he was like a teenager, you know. But I have tried my best to bring change. I ran for office, you know. Some people call me a perpetual office runner. That's okay, because my goal was to bring change. Ran for city council, ran for magistrate, ran for committee person, ran for school board. I'm running for everything, you know, because it's about bringing change. We need to have people that know us and that care about us in these offices. I watched Ed Gainey today. I don't know if you all saw what happened on the north side today. I'm so emotional about that. I've been holding back tears all day long because I know I had to come here. It was horrible, horrible, shooting up a funeral. And Ed Gainey, our mayor, came out there and he spoke. You could hear the passion in his voice. You could tell he was fighting back tears. Those are the types of people we need in elected office, people that feel us, that feel what's going on, instead of somebody getting ready, oh yes, we're going to do everything in our power to find the perpetrators of this crime. You know, we need somebody that cares about us. That's why it's so important for us to get out here and vote. Vote for people that look like us, people that think like us, people that have been through things that we have been through, people that can relate to us. It's what we need. I've been watching this campaign here. These people are vicious. They are vicious. They are coming after every right that we possibly could ever think about getting. They're coming after it. So they have to be stopped. They have got to be stopped. And the only way to stop them is for us to get out here and vote. Now, this young lady that heads up VEAM, I really appreciate her, because we do need young people. Now, she said, I'm 42 years old. I'm not young. You're young compared to us, okay? You're young. Because I have people in my family that are 40 and under, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to vote. They do not get it. But there was a time when if you voted, you got jobs, your community was taken care of, your family was taken care of. There was no CYF coming in there just snatching your kids out of your house, you know, because people was like, oh no, we ain't having that in our community. So in one way, I can understand them not wanting to be involved in the political process, but I try to emphasize to them, you still have to be involved, because it's up to you. You know, we ain't gonna be, us old folks, we ain't gonna be around too much longer. You know, some of us, we're lucky if we got 20 more good years here. It's these little ones, and these ones, and these ones that have to take up the charge and make sure that we have some political power out here for the duration. Somebody did it for us. Somebody did it for us. People died for us so that we could vote. People got beat up. People got sprayed with water. People went through all types of stuff just so we could vote. So we need to make sure that we get out here and do this and bring as many people to the polls as possible and get these young people going. Thank you all.
Okay. Are we fired up and ready for November the 8th? Are we going to go pick people up if they need a ride? So we're ready, I'm ready. So without any further ado, we'll have Melanie come back and get this comedy show on the roll. Thank you for coming.
Oh, man. Are y'all ready to party a little bit? Have a little fun. I'm ready to have a little fun, but I do want to introduce our national campaign manager before I bring on the show. Who are you?
Hi, Pittsburgh. How y'all doing? Good. We're excited to be here. I am Christina Q. I'm the National Campaign Manager for our Unity campaign under the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation. And so we're excited to be here. One of the things I meant to say last night, so I want to say it tonight, because a young lady that was at the event last night, she was like, I don't know why I want to vote. And so we was like, what issues are important to you? And so I just want to remind us that our shared existence is political. And this young lady that we work with in Georgia said that in a panel conversation, and it was so powerful because it really is, right? You know, especially as a woman, you feel like your sheer existence is political with the overturning of Roe versus Wade. As a young woman, you know, that can still have children, or if it's my choice not to have children, you know, so those are the reasons why it's so important for us to get out to vote, which I know that all of you know, but we got to make sure our family, our friends know, our church family. And so the word that Mel had really emphasized was the word power, right? And so we have 5 points about power. Power is make a plan. P is for making a plan. So make sure you have a plan on how you're going to vote. O is for organizing your family and your friends to get out and vote. And when you do that, we win. And that's what W stands for, right? And then E is empowering our young people to get out to vote, helping them, giving them the tools, teaching them the wisdom that you all have in this room to get out and get their friends to vote. And then R is be ready to hold your elected officials accountable. So thank y'all so much for being here, and we're going to get ready for the show.
All right, are y'all ready for the show? I'm ready for the show. I started out this morning. I'm on fumes, y'all, so y'all work with me. I was in Philadelphia. What time we go to bed? About 1 o'clock. Had to get up at 4:30, catch a plane, go speak at a funeral of a good friend's daughter in the movement, then jump on a 3 o'clock plane, and I'm here with y'all. So God is good. He brought me all the way from Philadelphia to Atlanta to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Won't he do it? So and God also has a sense of humor too. So we can laugh and have a good time. So we're getting ready for the Indie Mom of Comedy, Michelle, the Indie Mom of Comedy, who will be our hostess for the mostest for this Power of the Ballot comedy night just for all of you. Michelle!
Come on, y'all. Y'all can do better than that. Clap it up. Oh, come on. Stop for a second. Now listen. Y'all heard Melanie say that we were in Philly last night, and she went to Atlanta, and we caught a flight here from Philly to Pittsburgh. And I know some of y'all are so deep and saved that you don't even know how to laugh no more. I feel it in my spirit. And even in your salvation, some of y'all are a little upset because I'm cute. I feel that in my spirit. The Holy Spirit told me that there's a spirit of, I just don't know how she made over from Philly to Pittsburgh and still look like that. I just say, won't he do it? Won't he? Well, ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Now, some of y'all saved, but you simple. You understand? Some of you saved, but you sneaky as hell. You understand? I could look in the room. You might not got COVID, but your ass got something. You ever see somebody, you can't put your finger on it. You know it might not be COVID, but your ass got something. I'm looking at you. I can tell that's why you be in the basement on all the holidays. They put your plate at the door. You know you got that cousin that don't come upstairs during none of the holidays. They say, go ahead and put JT plate by the door. He gonna come upstairs and get it after a while. You know you ain't got COVID, JT. but your ass got something. You understand? So I'm looking around in this nice, beautiful space, and I could tell some of y'all got something, and we just gonna believe God for your healing, because I ain't got time. You understand me? I did over 20 years in the institution. I'm just happy to be outside. You understand? Y'all gonna pick up what I'm laying down in a minute. I did over 20 years inside that blessed institution, and I want to thank God for the 3 beautiful children that the dream-killing ass man gave me when I was inside. This side picking up what I'm laying down. I did 20 plus years. Ain't nobody else ever been married to a dream killer. I was married to a dream killer. I did 20 years inside. I know y'all like, won't he do? I got out on good behavior. My husband, you picked it up. My husband, not so much. I got out on good behavior. You hear me, sis? I came out with my edges in the waistline. Ain't nobody talking back to me. Somebody's still mad because I'm cute. Now, some of y'all stay up in that institution too long. You stay up in there too long. Come out bald-headed and limping. You better get your ass up out there. You knew he was crazy. You knew he was crazy. You knew he was crazy. He's sitting right here. He ain't got COVID, but his ass got something calling out and everything. No, but I'm grateful to be back out here in these streets. Since I did over 20 years, I've been institutionalized, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like being inside. I don't know what I'm gonna do out here. It's crazy now. But that's all right, because, you know, God always got a ram in the bush. Somebody talk back to me. Ooh, if you just walk up that mountain, child, I got out the institution, walked up that mountain, my ram was sitting right in the bush. I said, won't he do it? Some of y'all mad because I'm cute and I got a man in the queue. Y'all gonna have to get past this stuff. We ain't got all night. We only got about 12 minutes up here in the community center before they put us out. So y'all better pick up these jokes I'm laying down. One of the things I do love that I loved being married. I was so good at it. I was such a good wife, but I was petty. I was a little petty. I was petty. I like to look like the girlfriend, even while I was married. Ain't nobody liking that. Some of y'all done gave up on that. I look around the room. The hell, I'm like a girlfriend. I've been with Clyde for 32 years. Girl, you better look like the girlfriend. Clyde got them little blue pills. He gonna joke your ass. You better stop playing. Clyde think he's still the man ever since he's seen Alice. Y'all see Alice? You see Alice? This side, get it. I'm not gonna do this all night with y'all. This right here is my STEM side. This the IEP section. This right here, special needs. Y'all fix refrigerators and HVACs. This side over here is inventing all kinds of apps and stuff. I don't know what the hell. Thank you, sis. You're picking up everything I'm laying down. She taught science. She taught science. But I promise y'all, I ain't gonna make it out here in these streets. I like to keep it tight in the waist, cute in the face. You understand me? When I was married, I was so petty. I would go outside just to make the brother nervous. I would wear ridiculous ass clothes. You hear me? No, because I had 3 children by this dream-killing ass man, and I wanted to let that brother know, don't get it confused. He's from Chicago, from the south side, and I would come outside on Lakeshore Drive with a thong and some Ugg boots. That's all I would wear. This side judging me. I'm going to talk to you. I would wear a thong and some Ugg boots, sis. Craters in the ass and everything. And this was my point. Oh, sir, don't get it confused, kind sir. I will go outside and catch me a man before I catch a goddamn cold. Ain't nobody talking back to me. You better get your mind right, sir. You got to shake these brothers up. They think they winning. Ain't nobody scared of you, sir. Y'all don't like this. This is too real. Sometimes we got to talk real because, you know, we out here wanting you guys to keep on doing this work of getting out the vote. We got to get the vote out because there's some crazy-ass laws in Pennsylvania. I did some research. Y'all got some goof-ass laws. I don't know. Homie the clown made these laws. Do you know that it is illegal in Pennsylvania to catch a fish with your bare hands? Did you know that? My question is, who in here is part polar bear and can catch a goddamn fish with their hands? Who is your father? Why do you know how to do that? Where did you come from? They got another crazy-ass law in Pennsylvania that says that women, it can only be up to 16 women living in one house. That's what it say. And I tried to figure out the logic. They gave you the reason why. They said, because if you got more than 16, it must be a whorehouse. I said, well, goddamn. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 17th one is the hoe, is what they try to tell you. Who in here is number 17? Who lucky number 17? Give a whole new meaning. There's some hoes in this house. It's a whole new meaning. That's a Pennsylvania law. I can't even make this stuff up. It's another one that says that in Pittsburgh in particular, you cannot put a mule or a donkey on the trolley. I'm trying to figure out who in the hell is putting a donkey on the goddamn trolley. If your ass need to go somewhere, sit your ass on that ass and get where you got to go. This is how I picked it up. The ass is a dog. I'm not doing this with y'all. I can't. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not doing this. I'm not deconstructing why you should be laughing. I said, put your ass on the ass. They like that. I don't get that. Put your ass on the ass. I love it though. Y'all got. We was in Philly last night, and if any of y'all ever been to Philly, I went to graduate school in Philly. Before I was a stand-up comic, I was a thriving, striving, soon-to-be, could-have-been PhD. I did 3 years of my doctorate at Temple. I never finished, but I did 3 years. 3 years, right? Forget Temple. I'm an HBCU graduate. I graduated from Bowie State University in Maryland, undergrad, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm not playing. Don't get it confused. I don't really claim Temple like that. But it's a law in Pennsylvania that says that it is illegal for people that are displaced, also known as homeless, to sleep outside on top of a refrigerator. But it's okay for your goof ass to sleep on Arch Street in front of Reading Terminal and sleep outside on the curb, but you better not get your ass on no refrigerator. What does that, what? That makes no sense to me. This is why the ballot is so powerful. You guys have the right and the responsibility to repeal laws that don't make any sense anymore. Do you know in Pennsylvania that it is illegal for you to disarm a weapon at a wedding? They give a whole new meaning to whoever in here does not want this man and woman to be joined together in marriage, speak now. Boom, 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 forever hold your goddamn peace. Hold your peace, hold your peace. Don't disarm it, y'all slow. Hold your, I'm not doing this. Y'all done passed the goofy juice to this side. Hold your peace. God damn. Thank you. I love her. I'm going to take her to every show because she passing around the notes to the people who don't understand the jokes. A piece is also slang for a gun. She's telling you the whole, she really breaking it down to the special needs section at her table. She laying hands on them. She praying in the spirit that they just get some of these jokes. So the point I'm making is that our ballots are important. Stop worrying yourself to life just about the executive branch, the president and vice president. That's already been settled. We got to worry about who your governor is, who your city council member is, who your mayor is. They're the ones that's perpetuating this madness in your everyday life. So you got to stay focused. Keep the main thing. That makes sense, right? Keep the main, get out the vote for that alone. I'm going to say this. I'm going to bring up your first comedian. This night is for you all. We came up here to this attic in this house. They finally picking it up. I just want to see if they's paying attention. We up here in the attic looking for sweaters. Listen. We came here to just lighten your load just a little bit. So for those of you all who are deep and came out the womb saved, hallelujah, you're going to have to leave. Just go ahead and leave. Because we grown in here. We came to laugh, have some fun. And if you so deep and so holy that you can't laugh at some grown stuff, then take your goof ass outside, get on that elevator, go get in the pool somewhere. Do something with yourself. Because we just want to make y'all laugh. We want to make you feel good. That's all we trying to do. So are y'all ready to have a good time? Y'all better make some noise. Are you ready to have a good time? Coming to the floor, because it ain't no stage. I love this. Coming to the floor with the lights. Come on, let's talk back. Coming to the floor with the purple lights. Our first comedian is originally from St. Louis by way of Chicago, currently living in Atlanta. You may have seen her in Barbershop, the movie. She's also a regular on the podcast hosted by T-Pain, Grammy Award-winning artist T-Pain. She's one of the panelists on his show, and she's a frequent panelist on Ricky Smiley's Dish Network. But you're gonna see her right here tonight, right here tonight. Start clapping, right here tonight, right here tonight. Can y'all start clapping for my girl? Give it up for Vanessa Fraction! Come on up here, Vanessa. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Come on, Pittsburgh. Come on, Pittsburgh.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes, ma'am. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, you cut that off. You can cut that off. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? He had that, push it. We couldn't listen to that when we was growing up. My daddy said, what you think you pushing? You better push your ass down to that school somewhere. We could not listen to Push It. He said, you want to hear some real music? This is what you need to listen to. It was like A-F-R-I-C-A, Angola, Soweto, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Zambia, Mozambique, and Botswana. So let us speak about the motherland. Speak about the motherland. I'm like, Daddy, ain't nobody singing that at the school. Cut that off. I'm trying to, push it. Get up on this. Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. Oh, amen to that. Hey, I'm in a good part of my life. I'm not gonna stay up here too long. I'm in a good part of my life and a comfortable part of my life. I recently got married. We'll get back to that. Super happy about that. I got off them streets, amen. Honey, I was spoiling and expiring out there. I was starting to smell myself. I said, I think it's time. Somebody come and get me. But he did. I'm happy too because I got grown kids. Yeah, my children are grown. I'm 43, my son is 25. Yeah, he out the house. Y'all ain't celebrating enough for me. Cause you thought I was a hoe in high school, but now I'm smart. Hey, you thought I was a hoe in high school, but now I'm smart. Yeah, cause my kids is grown and yours are toddlers. You can't go nowhere and I can go find okay, that's not a real song, but I'm winning. No, I'm happy my son is 25. He's in the Air Force, serving his country. I told him when he came home that he needed to take me to the gun range because, you know a lot of military style stuff. At least that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I want you to teach me how to like kick the window in and put the gun through. You know what I'm talking about? Stabilize. You don't do the thing. He told me he only been to the gun range twice. I was like, son, you've been in the service 5 years. What you been doing? He reminded me that he's in finance. I was like, son, I thought you was a killer. What's up? They don't teach you how to kill on the weekends or nothing? He was like, I be killing these invoices and purchase orders. That's what He said, Mama, I order the grenades. I don't throw the grenades. I was like, all right, son, I feel you. So all that said, I got a shipment coming in a couple weeks. Anybody need anything? I'm gonna be rolling in a tank next summer. Killing it. No, happy he's grown. I have a beautiful daughter as well, but I ain't got time to talk about both of them. I'm gonna tell you about my son because I had to co-parent, or we were supposed to be co-parenting. My son's father and I had always talked about if I wasn't married by a certain point in time, that our son would go and live with his father because we felt that that would be the best for our son. But what we didn't agree upon and where I feel like we had a misunderstanding is when he went to live with his father, he put me on child support. And I was like, hold on now. We don't even have equal pay. I shouldn't have to pay shit. Why am I, what is going on? You know what I mean? And I will say this, it wasn't the money that was upsetting me. We all know it takes money to raise a child. I was upset because he was trying to turn me into a baby daddy. Now I said, I'm not gonna be your baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the mama, I'm the nurturer, the comforter. But he kept doing stuff that baby mamas do, coming out of the role that I thought he should have, and I had to take on the other one. Because I thought it was gonna be like Boys in the Hood. Y'all remember Boys in the Hood? Y'all remember when Angela Bassett went and dropped Trey off to Lawrence Fishburne? Remember that? Trey got out the car, she looked at him through the window and said, son, I think this gonna be a good thing for you. Rolled that window up and Lawrence Fishburne took care of everything, right? Because it was his turn. That was all it was, you know? Now, I didn't have me a Lawrence Fishburne. I had me like a Tyrese. It was like Baby Boy or something. We was arguing. We couldn't get it together. But he was doing baby mama stuff. I'll give you some examples. Like, he moved and didn't tell me where he was moving to. That's what baby mamas do. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do with that, you know? I paid for a plane ticket for my son to come see me during the holidays. He wouldn't put him on the plane. That's what baby mamas do. And I didn't know what to do. I had to call some of my homeboys to figure it out. So I got in my car, I drove 7-8 hours down to his house. By the time I get there, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I'm frustrated. I didn't know what to do. So I did what I saw in the movie because it worked in the movie. So I'm outside his apartment like, hey, you better bring my son out here, homie. Hey, man, this is crazy. I'm just trying to see my seed. Bring my son down here. I'm holding my thing. I didn't even know I had one. It grew on the way to Florida. Sir, you can look. It's just a joke. I was... Bring my son down here trying to show out in front of your neighbors. He brought him out, too, because it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me, too. I'll be honest. It's a lot of guilt you feel when you're the non-custodial parent, right? Even though you have an agreement. Especially for a woman. If a woman doesn't have her kids, people already, you know, they know what happened. They was like the state came and got them kids. It wasn't nothing cute. And you remember your mom and your aunties was talking about her like, They then came and got that woman's children. That heifer probably drink and do drugs. And I do drink and do drugs, for sure. For sure. But it was just his turn, you know? But again, he would try to make me feel guilty anytime, day or night, call me up. Like, if you cared about your son, you want to talk right now. If you cared about your son, you want to talk. And I'm like, it's not that I don't care about my son. It's just that I can't hear you over the DJ. I'm at the club right now. Like, I'm trying to kick it. Why don't you call me during parenting hours? It's after 10 o'clock. Why are you awake? Don't I pay you to be responsible? Take your ass to bed, shit. You can't do what I do. You got kids. Now, I do like that part of the joke. Yeah, raising kids is crazy. But happy that I was able to do it, happy that they're grown, and again, happy to be in a more comfortable part of my life, which I will speak on quickly. Again, I'm married, and I'm happy that I like my husband. Anybody? Yeah. Do you like your spouse? Not really? That's okay. It's all right, because I'm going to tell you something. I was not above marrying for circumstance. Yeah, I was definitely going to marry to, you know, move up in life. If I like you enough, we can work it out. And I say that because I grew up humble. I don't like to say poor, but it was below the poverty line. You know, it wasn't right in the household, you know? And so because of that, I feel like I have a little PTSD from being poor, a little poverty, traumatic stress disorder, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times you don't even know that you're living a little bit different than everybody else. You got love in your home, you think that's enough, right? You like everybody lights go out every now and again, right? Everybody got to fill up a bucket to flush the toilet, right? Until you start going to school and realize, you know, maybe it's a little different for some folks. I started noticing when we had the field trips. When we had field trips at school, which all the kids love the field trips, you know, and all the kids in school would be excited in my class, but I would notice that I was very nervous whenever we would get the field trip paper, because I know if when we get this field trip paper, if it costs any money, chances are I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? And you want to go on any field trip. You don't care if it's to the museum, if it's to the zoo. You don't care if it's to the sanitation department to watch them turn doo-doo into fresh water. I'm trying to leave the building. You know what I mean? And so the field trip, y'all know y'all was at stinking sanitation department, like, oh my God. But we was happy children. Listen, we was going somewhere. And so I got the field trip paper. I looked down, the field trip I wanted to go to was $13. A tear came down my cheek, because I know this, I might as well burn this paper. I can't take it home to my parents. My parents got 6 kids, and that means all of us, that's 6 field trip papers. And I'm gonna tell you something, my parents didn't have 6 $13. They might have had 2 $13, but they did not have 6 of them, and black parents round up. She was like, I ain't got $100. I'm like, Mama, it's $78. It's like, it's $100, you gonna wanna eat. So now I done made her upset before she got to go to work. I get to school, I can't go on the trip, so they put me where? In ISS, which is in-school suspension. So now I'm being punished for being poor. Oh my goodness, it was just too much. And so in those days, I said, guess what? When I get grown, I'm not missing no more field trips, right? And some of y'all are still missing the field trip. Right, you ain't been to no museum, you ain't went out of town, you ain't went nowhere. Why? Because you ain't got the $13. Your partner don't, he can't sign your field trip paper. You at home in ISS with him, watching the world go by, you know? So I said, I can't have that. Look, I can't stay up here long, I would leave with a bang, but we gotta get out of the attic, you know what I'm saying? So, they like, come on down, they're stomping us, so we gotta go. We got another fabulous comedian coming up. I wanna thank you for your time. My name is Vanessa Fraction, peace.
It's a quiz, baby.
Y'all keep it going for Vanessa Fraction. Come on, y'all. Let her hear it. Let her hear it. Let her know y'all enjoyed her tonight. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna bring up my next comedian. I want to say this. I do know exactly what it is. Now that I'm grown, I know exactly what I want, because I'm back out here. I know exactly. I got one in the queue, and I know what I want. That's what happened when you do time, hard time like me. When you come out, you got a better idea of what it is that you want. And I know some of y'all are deep and saved, and you don't need nothing but Jesus. You haven't met these wenches all long as I got Jesus. I got Jesus, but that ain't my testimony. I like me a little wuss name. You understand me? This I picked up what I'm laying down. When the last time Jesus gave you some wuss name? It don't work like that. And y'all will act like they don't talk about wuss name in the Bible. They talk about wuss name, they be like, and he knew her. Some of y'all heifers was well known before you got saved. Who in here was well known? Who in here was number 17? Who was? Remember what I said about, I'm not doing this. So we're going to keep this party train going because we're having such a good time, and I want y'all to enjoy the sister coming up. Please start clapping right now because she has her own show called Tighten Up Tuesdays, where she does her Tuesday podcast with her co-host Sherry Shepherd, the Sherry Shepherd. She also does a show called Frugal Flip, where she will come and flip your house for $200 or less, a DIY show. Y'all better start clapping and start getting ready to follow this brilliant, amazing woman. Give it up, y'all, for Miss B. Flat! Give it up for B. Flat. Keep clapping, keep clapping.
Not the side piece. Oh, I ain't heard this since 73. Oh, you know about this song? There's some side pieces in here. And there's some brothers in here that left home because of some side pieces. But they back, because you can tell when they sitting with their wife. I know a side piece and I know a wife when I see one. You like this song? Let me hear you sing it. Then you don't like it then, talking about, this is my jam. It ain't your jam, you can't sing it. This your jam? You heard, she said, hell no. Because her man left her for the side piece. That's a grown ass song right there. I had to play that, because when I looked around here, I was like, oh, this look like the kind of crowd my grandma would hang with. All y'all look, no, I ain't saying it because y'all old, because y'all fast. Look at you, I see you with the shiny boots. Got some style up here. I see you over here styling. Yeah, y'all remind me of my grandma. I get a lot of my style from my grandmother. It's sad, you would think I would get it from my mama, but I don't. I get it from my grandma, I love her to death. I'm gonna tell you right now, when I got married, you know what she told me? She gave me some good tips. She said, I'm gonna tell you 2 things about a good man. You better get one that lay at the foot of the bed. I said, Grandma, what is lay at the foot of the bed? You know, lay at the foot of the bed. That's 1923 circa for eat coochie. I said, oh, Grandma, you ever heard that? Lay at the foot of the bed. It's nasty. You ain't heard that? Oh, she terrible. Well, about 5 years ago, I didn't even know my grandma had a boyfriend. She 87. She fly. She still drive. She don't switch lanes. She stay in that one lane. That one lane gonna take her where she got to go. But I found out she was driving over to her boyfriend's house, got a cell phone. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even know my grandma had a cell phone, because she still got that phone in the kitchen that's on the wall with the long ass cord that go everywhere. Go outside, I remember I have to go outside with the phone. It's still attached to the wall. My grandpa be working on the car, and I'm walking out with that long ass cord. Grandpa, telephone. And he under the cord, I'm just handing him the phone under the... She got a cell phone and be at her boyfriend's house. 5 years ago, we found out she go with Elroy. Now, Elroy is my grandmother's handyman. Now, that's one thing I like about older women. She been dating Elroy for 40 years. I ain't even know. Now, I'm 53 years old. My grandpa just died. So I'm just letting y'all know, 43 years is a long time to be a side piece. Elroy was the side piece, but I never understood why my grandma dated him. I always thought he was crazy because he used to cut the grass, wear a little dirty wife beater, and he always had a naked Barbie hanging around his neck from a rubber band. Now you have to look at it. Now I'm a kid and I'm looking at him like, who is this man, grown-ass man, wearing a naked Barbie doll around his neck on a rubber band? I wasn't gonna ask no questions as a kid, but when I found out my grandma was dating him, I'm grown, I said, no, I got to ask this man why he's still wearing this damn Barbie doll around his neck as a necklace on a rubber band. I said, Elroy, I just wanna know why all these years you've been wearing that naked Barbie around your neck. He talking about, oh, this is to remind me not to mess with no white women, cause I got choked back in 72. Ah, under pressure. Doom, 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 doom. Ah, da, 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 da. I can't make that up. I'm telling y'all the truth. I said to my grandma, go with him and sing songs about him. She in the kitchen cooking, and all I hear in the kitchen is, drop it in, uh-huh. And I said to myself, Grandma, why are you singing the Glade plug-in commercial? Remember that commercial, plug it in, plug it in? She's talking about, oh, girlfriend, no, I'm telling you, I'm singing about Elroy. I'm gonna let you know right now, when you get my age, you gonna have to learn how to do a headstand. I was like, why, Grandma? Because if they can't get it up, they can drop it in, uh-huh. Y'all don't laugh at that. That's why I smoke. I smoke because the people in my family like my grandma. She's a mess. I told her I was jumping out on this Get Out the Vote tour. She's like, oh, I'm proud of you doing that. You got a lovely speaking voice. You can get out there and tell the people something, get them inspired. I said, thank you, Grandma, because I know what you did to make things happen for us. I said, I am getting out here doing what the hell I got to do, jumping around in these different swing states. She talking about, well, you better stay out of Illinois, because you know they be swinging over there. I said, what you talking about, Grandma? You know. Your grandpa used to try to take me over to East St. Louis in a swing state. I was like, oh, she nasty. That's why I got 14 aunties and uncles. Ain't none of them got the same daddy. But you can't say your grandma was fast. Back in the day, oh, no. I don't even ask my grandma who they daddies is and stuff like that. They just know they brothers and sisters. Oh, no, some things you just can't do. That's why I got a crazy Aunt Diane. I'm named after her. Yes, because she was always running around. She the youngest. You know, the youngest child always want to know who they daddy is. And then the oldest brother got to act like he the daddy, because my Uncle Melvin, let me see, my Aunt Diane, I'm 56, 54. She's in her late 50s. My Uncle Melvin in his 80s, my grandma in the hundreds. He used to act like the daddy, because she but she throwed off. But I'm just like her. I ain't gonna lie, when my Aunt Diane was little, she used to bring us down in the basement, let all the kids sip. And I feel like that's a tradition. I do that. Because I don't have no kids that I know of. And I feel like I gotta pass something on and let it be a tradition. So I get the kids together just like my Aunt Diane did me. Put them right down in the basement. I'll be like, everybody take a sip. Don't sit with your Aunt Diane, your Aunt Bev. I always got the one niece. I'm not doing that, Aunt Bev, because my mom said I can't. Well, take your ass on upstairs with the good kids. Ha! Because the bad kids down here smoking and drinking with the InBev. Take your ass up the steps. Believe me, I love kids to death. I don't have none that I know of. Me and my husband don't want none. We don't even like people spending the night at our house. We got a nice big ass house in Philadelphia. 9 rooms, 2 kitchens, 2 living rooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 yoga room, a gym, 2 offices, and 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom, that's damn right. My friends be like, girl, y'all ain't got no guest rooms, can't nobody spend the night. Guess what? Your ass can't stay here. You gonna sleep in the basement, let them silverfish crawl on you, then you gonna go to a hotel. A grown ass trying to crash out on my little futon in the basement. Thank you. Can't nobody call me talking about, Bev, can I come stay with you? No, ain't no room. We don't want no company like that. That's the kind of company don't ever leave. When they stay with you, what they say? I'm glad you let me stay here and help me get back on my feet. I am, because I be glad when you walk your ass right on out of here. I'm going to help you. Get on your feet. As I get older, I'm going to tell you I'm a grown-ass woman. Certain things about me I just love about myself. One of them is my voice. I'm embracing it only because my husband loves it. But when I was younger, oh, no. I had this voice at 5 years old. I always sound like this. My mom used to make me get up and sing Barry White songs at all the holiday functions. And I used to be mad as hell because my brother used to get to sing all of Denise Williams. He'd be over there talking about, silly of me to think that I would. I used to try. My mom like, girl, that ain't your song. You better go on over there and sing that damn song. Which one you gonna sing, the Lou Rawls or the Barry? I'm in front of everybody in the basement Christmas time. Whatever. Girl, you got it. Whatever you need. My mom on the sideline talking about, listen to it, sound just like a damn daddy. Go ahead, sing my song, baby girl. Sing my part. I'm gonna love you. Go on, baby girl. Y'all, this voice has always been my nemesis. It has, believe me. Michelle's my soror. When I was pledging, it was 21 of us. They used to wake me up, nobody else. All the big sisters come get me. They looking for their boyfriend. They got me out running all over St. Louis, knocking on Negro's door. Boom, 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 open up, it's the police. I need to come on up in there. Boom, 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 open up, it's the fire department. You got a gas leak. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. They coming to the door half naked. They kicking me in the butt. Get your ass back in the car. You just stand there and bang on the door. It's this voice. I love it, though. I'm embracing it. Certain things I love about being a grown-ass woman, and that I am. Right now, I'm gonna let you know right now I'm a grown-ass woman because I clean my navel out for no reason. A lot of women don't know that stuff in your navel stink. Get it out. Grown-ass woman. Thank you. I got a panty liner on right now for no reason. I ain't even got no drawers on. I just got them on these tights right here. Hope it don't roll down my leg. Because I'm grown. Michelle giving me the light. I just want to let y'all know right now before I get off this stage. They titled me the nosy neighbor. I'm the nosy neighbor. I am. I don't miss shit. I call the police. They up here talking about defund the police bullshit. I love the police. I call the police all the time. I know I done called the police over 100 times, but they ain't never been to my house. I call them on everybody else. I don't miss nothing. One time I called the police and they slipped up because the people I'm calling the police on got the same address as me behind my house. They come knocking on my door talking about, it's a disturbance. We're here, you gotta. I said, no, I'm the one that called the police. It's 2143 66th Street. This is Stenton Avenue. Philly police, you know, they don't give a damn. They talking about, well, can we walk through your house and come out the back? I said, hell no, then everybody gonna know I called the police. What it look like y'all just busting out my back door to the disturbance? No, but do what y'all gotta do, I'm gonna peep out the blinds. Take y'all ass around. Y'all, we have to keep this show rolling. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm B Flat, thank you so much. I had a good time up here, Michelle.
Can y'all y'all can do better than that. Come on now. Y'all can do way better than that. When the last time you seen 3 funny, fine women? Come on, tell the truth, shame the devil. When I say fine, I'm not being arrogant and narcissistic. I'm trying to tell you everything that God made is good. You understand me? So you got to know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't you wait for nobody to validate you, and don't you keep on running, try to keep up with these young girls that's getting all these body parts altered. You better stop playing. Running around here with the same ass. Y'all gonna get the same ass? Everybody got the same ass. They ain't got no new version of the last ass. It's the same ass. Y'all better be proud of these bodies that we have. Every woman in here, if you gotta believe this about yourself. Every preacher, teacher, prophet, professional athlete all had to come through a woman. Ain't nobody talking back to me. Everybody had to come through a woman. Some of them old dirty bastards still trying to get inside where they came from. So we got a right to have a pouch. You understand me? Because we could be marsupials, like kangaroos got a little pouch. We got a right to have a pouch because we brought life into this world. My question to you, kind sir, is why do you have a pouch, sir? Why the hell you look like you about to give birth any day? When is your C-section scheduled, sir? Brothers ain't laughing at that part. They was all right when I was talking about women. I'm going to say this, I'm going to bring the president up. When the last time, look, hear me out on this. Why we got to act like brothers is still sexy that ain't sexy no more? Now, we done been with a dude for 37 years, and he still won't let some stuff go. What grown man go in the barbershop saying, look here, player, give me that cul-de-sac cut. Just take the middle out, leave the sides. Who do that? Brothers ain't laughing at that. They don't think it's funny. You sitting around here looking like a toilet seat. Who go in the barbershop talking about, look here, I just want the middle gone. Give me that horseshoe. They got the nerve to want me to act like you still sexy, Clyde. I got to lift all this up to get to the what's the name. Are you serious, sir? Schedule your C-section, sir. I just want to let you know we were so happy to be here with y'all tonight, and I am so grateful that you guys stayed and hung out with us here at the Power of the Ballot, our last show on the Power of the Ballot Get Out the Vote comedy tour, our very last show. We stopped right here in Pittsburgh. We made a pit stop in Pittsburgh. Y'all was our last stop. And so I want to bring up the visionary who saw fit to allow me to curate and co-produce this one time. It's the first time we ever did this, y'all. First time that this has ever been done. A comedy show to get out the vote featuring all women comedians, black women comedians. And the visionary who said, Michelle, I trust you. I want you to go ahead and have at it. Can we clap for her right now? President and CEO of the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation, Miss Melanie Campbell. Can y'all help me bring her back up here? Come on, y'all. Y'all can do better than that. Come on. Come on, come on.
That these are the breaks.
Come on, ladies. And I want to bring up our fearless leader, Reverend Dr. Judith Seaborg. Come on up. Come on, Diane Daniels. And bring all the comedians, Tanya, the whole crew. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up, Mustafa. Everybody from the national office. Come on up.
Break it up, break it up.
Woo! Hey, I can't see. Cut the lights up. Cut the lights up. Hey, 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 hey.
If your woman steps out with another man,
Now I can see. Get on up.
and
Get
she
on
runs
up.
off to them to Japan,
Those who don't mind getting up, get on up.
and the IRS says they want to chat,
Get on up. Okay,
and you
get
can't
on up.
explain
Get on
why
up.
you claimed you
Get
can't.
on up.
And Mom Bell sends you a whopping bill with 18 phone calls to Brazil,
Hold on.
and you borrowed money from the
Come
mob.
on, dance off them chicken wings.
And yesterday you lost
Come on
your
up here,
job.
Diane Daniels. Come on up here. Who
Well,
else is come up
these
here to
are
your
the
team?
breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up.
Yes. Can Pittsburgh Mount Valley please come up, Black Women Round Table? I just want you to know that Clariton is in the house. Yeah. Hey. All right, Sister Joyce, Patrice Alexander, y'all come on up. Rashana Morgan, y'all come on up. Come on up, my sister. Jennifer, where's Jennifer? Come on up. I just want y'all to give a shout out to Sister Jennifer and her hubby are celebrating how many? 34 years. That's a long time.
Break it up.
So you all, this has been I want to first thank my team. Where's Tanya? Miss Tanya Tyson, our Vice President of Operations. Mr. Mustafa Hafiz, who manages our security. Miss Christina Q, our National Unity Campaign Manager. Okay, Michelle, Indie Mom of Comedy, who also is our Senior Advisor for Cultural Expressions. I want to thank Roland Martin Unfiltered, who's live streaming this out here so that the word gets out, not just in this room, but all over Pittsburgh, all over this country. Y'all are live on national digital show. I want to thank our sponsors. Okay, help me out, y'all, because I ain't had no sleep. AARP, let them hear you. Thank you, AARP. Thank you, National Education Association. Thank you, American Postal Workers Union. NEO State Infrastructure Fund, Kapoor Center. I left somebody out. AARP, NEA, SEIU, and all of our national partners you see here. And we just wanted to make sure we came and had a good time. And so, Reverend Dr. Judith Moore, what we like to do at the end is just leave a message. So I'm going to start on this end. What do you want the people to know about the power of the ballot? So we're going to hit it. Come on here. Get on over here, honey. What do you want them to do about the power of the ballot?
Your voice is your power, so use it. Get out here and vote early or on November the 8th.
If you can invite your friends to the club and to the best party, invite them into the best party around, and that's voting for your rights and saving democracy. So,
Make a plan, organize, win, empower, and get ready to hold them accountable.
Don't let anyone intimidate you. Just get out there and vote.
Vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
Just vote, because think about the ones that died to make sure that we could vote today.
And like they said, make sure you tell somebody and take somebody to vote.
And if we can laugh about it, we can talk about it. If we can talk about it, we can vote about it. And if we can vote about it, we can make some real change.
Vote for a candidate with Democrat under their name. Because don't be concerned about things.
Say Democrat. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. No, you ain't say that. You ain't hear that. Roll back the clock. No, I'm gonna give you one more shot. Okay, we at the 501c3 event.
Okay, take someone to vote with you. There you go. Take 2 people to vote with you.
Thank you all so much, and we're gonna tell Reverend Dr. Judith what else we doing this weekend in Pittsburgh, Mon Valley.
On tomorrow, we will be at Bethesda Presbyterian Church from 11 until 3. We'll be canvassing 3 different streets: Kelly, Homewood, and Bennett, I think Frenchtown also. Come out, we'll have activities, we'll have games, we're gonna rock until we can get people to get out and vote. On Sunday, we'll be going to Clarington, where we'll have our Get Out the Vote tea. Come be with us from 1 until 3.
And we're gonna have a special guest to show up virtually, at least virtually. Anjanou Ellis is gonna be there with you all. She wants to come in. She wanted to come physically, but she's filming. But she wanted to come and just spread a word of love, and she'll be joining you all virtually at the tea as well. Anything else? Y'all ready? All right, Pittsburgh, Mon Valley. What other neighborhoods are here, Judy?
Homewood, Homewood, North Side. Y'all hear? Mon Valley, make some noise.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Power the ballot. Thank you all so much, Pittsburgh. We need you. The democracy needs you. We need you. Vote like your life depended on it, as the sister said. All of our lives depend on it, especially our children. So good night, and see you in the morning at the canvas. Thank the DJ. What's the DJ name? With the DJ?